Hey, and here we are. We are live and that. So here, let me go ahead and put a link up in case one of you guys want to come in and want to do a little debate on this. So we'll go ahead and do this real quick, and we'll just put it right there, and that should be coming up there right now. If you guys want to come in and want to do a debate, there's the link right there. Give me you guys your opinion with this COVID-19. And here in Iowa, it looks like the numbers are rising. It looks like they pushed back the peak back a few more days. That's going to affect now most of the summer plans will be in somewhat in jeopardy that we have planned. More stuck at home. Work situation, we don't know yet because they said they will call once places are due reopen, but it sounds like they may not be reopening anytime soon. I'm looking at it probably a week delay. Numbers needs to drop, basically, not just here in Iowa, but our neighboring states numbers needs to drop too, and those numbers continue to climb. But the one number they're not talking about is the recovery numbers. Most of them are not talking about it. I guess it's the fix is in. And what I've been seeing online, a lot of people don't want to go back to where it is. But there will be some changes when we do go back to normal, and normal will be basically it comes down to soft openings. Limited amount of people coming into a place and all that stuff. And that's still going to hurt the economy in a way. People really want to get back to normal life as much as possible. Life takes risk. A lot of people don't understand that. I just don't know why. I know there's a lot of risk out there. I know this is a new strain of flu virus, or let's just call it a virus. They say it's not even a flu, but it has the flu-like symptoms. And just getting stuck at home. And it's getting to a point for me, I'm getting less active because I have gained some weight since this virus has started. I gained about, I must have gained, last week, I gained about like almost like a good 8 pounds on average, which is not much, but for a guy like me, that's huge. When I'm trying to lose weight, basically, it's not easy to do when you lose weight. And now, because of the walks I like to take, when I sit down and rest someplace, it's usually in City Park. And of course, here in Iowa, and just like everywhere else, all city parks are closed to the public regardless. You can't even go in and sit on the park bench because it's all closed, which is not easy to do in that. So, yeah, it's not we're living under trying times. A lot of people is getting upset. I don't blame them. I would be upset too. And you're trying to get back to some form of normalcy, but we have to be smart about it too. So I would say soft openings would be a great idea. Limited activities. A lot of summer events are basically just called it quits, called it off, and just flat out canceling. We just had a big announcement here in Iowa. It's a summertime event. It lasts about a week. It's called RAGBRAI, and it's the ride across Iowa. It starts in one state and goes to the other end of the state. It was supposed to schedule a stop here in town at the end because we're the end of the route. And they up and cancel it. But the one good thing is they're going to use that same route for next year. They're just going to push it back 1 year. So anybody who was planning for next year, well, they don't announce it until like months on out. But this year's route will be moved to next year, basically. So that was one big event that draws tens of thousands of bicyclists, not just here in the state of Iowa, but across the country, if not around the world. It's probably the biggest bike ride. Now, this is not Harley Davidsons and all that stuff. This is regular pedal bikes, bicycles, and that. So it's It's the biggest event. It usually goes around the time. Usually, it just finishes up the time when Tour de France is just either at its peak or just winding down or just finishing, and that. So, and a lot of like I said, the summer playhouse that we have here in our town already called off their season. Baseball has been moved back at least till July, but now it may be in danger if this peak doesn't go down any sooner, anytime soon. And just being stuck at home is just pretty frustrating at times. It's as a YouTube creator on the other channel, it's hard to create videos. Basically, you almost have to go with live shows now just to give people live updates, what's going on. Other YouTube creators are still creating videos or uploading videos that they haven't uploaded over a year, so they just want to get, here's a fresh video, we forgot to upload this, or something like that. So they're probably putting up videos that they forgot to upload or forgot to schedule. So they're doing those type of videos, which is good. At least the creator's catching up on something like that. But it's kind of hard. You have to explain that the video was filmed 2 years ago and that. But yeah, there's some of those channels are doing it too. So, but yeah, it's just basically just that's how busy they are, and they're outside of YouTube lives anyway. So, and that so. I won't stay on long today. I'm going to attempt to do an errand today myself because I got to get some form of activity. But unfortunately, places I like to go, it's all closed. I only got to go to 1 or 2 convenience stores. The one convenience store gives me a nice walk-in because I like their bread better than another convenience store has or a grocery store has. So I'd rather just make that 2.5, 3 mile one-way trip up, maybe take the bus home, I don't know, and or just make it a 5 mile walk round trip. I think I'll do that and that. So that may, because I gotta be active one way or another. It's one thing I gotta try to do. I gotta try to be active, and active is just taking my walks and that. But if there's right now here in Iowa, as of right now, there's no stay-at-home lockdown. Everybody is basically volunteering to just stay home, which is good, and just go out for an exercise like once a day. Just take that one-a-day walk and just to see how it does. And don't forget your face mask too on top of that. But yeah, I've been seeing more home time now when the weather's nicer. I'm usually out a lot. Usually Angie and we're out a lot in this. We're usually going to ball games right now at this time of the season or this time of the spring. We're already going to ball games. And according to this date we're on right now, the 20th of April, we probably missed already maybe 4 or 5 games already in this young season, maybe more. And there'll be a lot more than that. Trust me, there'll be a lot more. And it's not good. And of course, as I put on the weight, and it is, like I said, my weight problem gives me breathing problems too. It's not just the virus. It's not the virus or something like that. But it's always been, every time I put on extra weight, I feel it in my lungs and that. So when I lose the weight, I breathe a lot easier. And problem is I just cannot lose the weight because I can't make my walks because a lot of places I can sit down and take a little time out, little chill, little get a refresher, stuff like that. Places like I sit down and rest for a few minutes, like in city parks and that, most of them are closed in that. So it's hard for me to even get to sit down and take a breather. So I gotta walk to a bench that's located in the downtown region, or I have to sit on a bus station, a bus stop bench if there's one available, because the company that took out bus stop benches didn't replace them all. They just put back select ones, and usually they're in wrong locations. And they put one, there's already a bus stop bench just nearby. No why they just don't put someplace else. But yeah, it's just trying to stay active. But right now, I just can't imagine how it's like to be a kid because your activity is just stuck at home because you can't go to the parks on the playgrounds because they're all closed. You can't go to any other place. No movie theaters to go to. All the public places are just shut down 100% until this virus basically goes away. And that what's the repercussions for the economy? We don't know. It's almost like we're reliving the Great Depression, but the depression started with the banks crashing, with the banks and financial crash, the stock market crash of the late 20s. Then the farming crisis took place when they had a major drought, and don't forget parts of the country that was never got reported in history books. According to local weathermen, there was record flooding in other parts of the country. So farming was really devastated one way or another. Either it's too dry or too wet during so that kind of starts the depression even more. And what's on top of that, you put in big government and welcome in and ushered in the big government. Basically, the nanny state just started got the seeds in and that. So yeah, just gotta stay active one way or another. But whatever we can do, gotta do it legally. Gotta do it within the confines of the daylight hours because some cities has already got curfews out. Don't know why you need a curfew, but curfews are out anyway. Some places they're doing some bars are doing some soft opening. They even waive certain laws to allow you to drink alcohol out in public because they want to serve in that. So some places waive the public drinking because there's nobody out there in that. So, but yeah, we're all in this together, and I can feel the frustrations on everybody. I do kind of hinted on some YouTube videos that they're frustrated, they're kind of lost what they're doing, what they want to do, and decisions. What to do next for a video. Like I said, it's harder on the YouTube creator now. I thought it would be sooner. I thought it'd be harder now. Trying to create videos when you're stuck at home all the time. It's like same old, just new twists, same old, and that. But as a YouTube creator, it is really difficult. There was even a time I was considering taking a break on the main channel, but but then that's just lying to your audience because this COVID deal, we got to go through it together and that. So I'm not going to give hardly no advice. My main advice is stop watching the media. Find other outlets. There's YouTube has a list of videos in so you probably seen it on the list dealing with the COVID deals, tips and safety tips and advice. I would say check out those videos. Stay away from mainstream press, media. Stay away from the politicians because they're getting the advice from doctors that does TV doctors. They're not talking to real life doctors. They're talking about doctors that's been on TV. That's where they get their advice nowadays. They want somebody recognizable. The public can adjust. They don't care about a doctor in the middle of nowhere because he has more experience. They better talk to a TV doctor with basically has clueless ideas. Almost like when you want science facts, or instead of talking to a real scientist, they get Bill Nye the Science Guy instead. Or Beekman from Beekman's World, something like that. Get those two scientists involved instead of having some other scientists, real scientists, and gives you better advice than that. But yeah, there is another doctor that served like 6 presidents, but right now it's most like he's talking on both sides of his mouth. Lately, last couple presidents, he's in it for the money. I'll guarantee he's in it for the money, and that's a shame part too. The politicians are basically in it for the money. The media's in it for the money, and that. But the problem is when businesses shut down, Guess what, dude? Guess what? No advertising. If you have a monetized channel during this whole deal, you guys probably know 100% your ad revenues just took a boom and that. So you basically what's left is a live show. And some cases, there's a lot of channels are now starting to e-big. But I would say just put up your content. Just don't worry about it. If you do a live show and you're monetized, if they want to donate, if people are able to have a few bucks and donate, boom, fine. All right. We're gonna go ahead and get out of here. Just like I said, be safe, be vigilant, wear a face mask when you're out in public. Some parts it is now required by law, temporary law. It's now required by law. If it's not required by law, just go ahead and wear your face mask anyway. If the businesses does not allow you in without the face mask, just don't do business with them, because that means they're not saving not just their employees. They're not looking out at their fellow employees. They're not looking out to fellow customers. So it's one of those things that have to waive. You put up a face mask, it kind of hides your facial identification. Right now, who has time to rob a bank or rob a store? You can't rob a bank because most banks are closed. The main lobbies drive-throughs are open, maybe a couple walk-ups barely, if they have that window shield in front of them. But yeah, home time is. I mean, I saw more home time now, like it was winter time. It's like we had severe sub-zero weather, and that it's nice outside. I mean, it is really nice outside. Sun is shining. That's why I don't have the overhead light on today, because the sun's out. It's almost 65 degrees Fahrenheit, and I'm not out there walking in it right now because I'm here talking to you guys. But as soon as I get done here, I'm making my quick errand. Like I said, let's get out of here so I can go out and enjoy that weather the best I can. Probably going to be the only errand I'm going to make for the week, and other stuff. All right. All right. Please like, share, subscribe. Don't forget that subscribe button, notification bell. I'll probably go ahead and remove that. No, I can't do that. I can't remove it. All right now. Anybody who watches that video, that link's no good. All right. Talk to you later. Bye.